Hi, my name is Christopher Hart, author of many books on cartooning and figure drawing, and now this very cool book about you can draw anything. And the bottom line, the subtitle is 50 Essential Art Techniques for the Aspiring Artist. There are other books out there about draw a little of this, draw a little of that, but you don't always get a lesson, something to lift your art skills after you learn how to draw. And so that's what this is about. It's about making sure that we have fun, but you learn something that you can apply to all your other ideas. So let me show you. Let's take a look through this, a little romp through the book. And here we go. We are going to first, I just pick something. Oh, I'll give you a little idea of the chapters. Here's some chapters. Drawing people, drawing animals, flowers and trees, magical things, backgrounds and scenes. A lot of people write to me and say, hey, I'd like to know how to draw backgrounds. Well, this book has them. So let's go a little further. Now, we can use a very simple shape for like an ice cream cone, but instead of a regular circle for the top and just a triangle for the bottom, we'll use some flowing lines, or repeated flowing lines, and with this very cool looking ice cream, you can create cool ideas with repeated lines. So that's one. And we'll go on to some, that's a very basic idea. Go on to some others here. Oh, this is a cool section. It shows you how you can make something look more real if you just shade one side of the item, of the thing you're doing. For instance, this pyramid, one side in shadow. So you have a light over here from the moon, and the other side you have the shadow. And it's just a simple triangle. Same thing with a bracelet. The interior is shaded, the exterior is not. And even something you wouldn't normally think of having a side is a wheel. The inside is shaded, the outside hit with a light. So instead of being this, it's this, and has a little cast shadow. Even in something that twists like this, a twisted strip. You have a little shadow here and suddenly it looks real. So we can have fun with those lessons on things. This is opening the book, little ideas about objects and shapes and principles. Then we go into fun areas like, well, we have cute stuff. Here is a cute dog, very simple. I mean, this is as simple as you can get right here. But as you can see, simple makes it work. You don't have to work so hard. That's part of the idea of this book. So keep that in mind for all your work. You know, this is a steampunk kind of page right here. But I have something marked that I wanted to go to next, which was, oh yeah. So we go to animals. We have this really cool looking trout, all different kinds of colors, and it's got this and it's that. It's simple. Look at this. This is the trout. This is it. This is the body. This is the fin. Once you have this, it's 90% done. I mean, it really is. Those are things people don't realize. They think it's in the details. It is not. It's in the overall shape. So we go from here to here, just the eyes and lips, and a few things, some striations, and this is very close to this. So another thing to keep in mind, oh, I like this. I think this is called an angelfish. It's a funny looking fish. But we're gonna breeze past the fish and go on to a section of figure drawing. And this one is called gesture drawing, this section. And that means how to kind of move. It's not really a stilted pose, but it's a way you would move or kind of make, look one way or kind of motion another way so you communicate a feeling. And when you do gesture drawings, you basically focus on one area above the others. Here's the hip. This is his shoulder and the curve of the back. This is the sloping shoulders to make them look very casual. And this is the in and out shoulder, in and out back right here, the spine. It gives it her pose, her stance, really a solid look. And something as simple as spreading the feet wide apart. There's her kind of a heroic stance. So that's something else to keep in mind. We go through a lot of these, and they're simple. I think they're simple, and they're fun. I try to keep it simple. Look at this, something we usually think of when you draw a neck, is you're drawing a neck on an angle, not straight across. The neck on top here where the seventh vertebrae is always higher than the collarbone. You keep that in mind, and your entire rib cage looks correct. Let's go a few more. Don't leave me now. We're getting to the great stuff. Not that it all hasn't been pretty good, but let's take a look. People don't always think of this. They draw a tree. That's a great tree. Why not? I mean, it looks good, but it's fun and it's interesting to draw a dead tree. They're like architecture. See, look at that. It no longer is winding, it's stiff, but it's got lots more character on the trunk of the tree. Many more striations and lines. So it's kind of cool. Also, we talk about how do you make a tree, not a dead tree? Interesting. Well, here is perfect symmetry. Sounds good, right? Boring. Boring. This is asymmetry, not symmetrical. More on this side than this side. Same thing here in application. Two branches here, one branch here. Which is more interesting to look at? This one where it's even or uneven? See, these things are so simple throughout this book. I can show you this and you say, yeah, next time I draw a tree, it doesn't even have to be this tree. I'm gonna do that, and you can. Okay, let's see what else we got. Are we done? Oh no, this is kind of cool. There's a whole section of backgrounds. And so you look at this, you say, how am I gonna draw that? How am I going to get started on that? Well, I show you over here, and I tell you in the text, these are all verticals. It's all vertical stuff. Verticals, except a big horizontal in front of them. So it's the contrast of the big ideas, not the little tree, not the little smoke going. That's all wonderful stuff. But this is the drawing. Boom, there we go. And you notice how the hill is over the roof. It doesn't hit it, so it makes room for it. And over here, it opens up below it, so it just gives a lot of importance here. That's how you lay out a background. You don't start drawing the details. You can get lost. I'm sure you felt that. But when you put the layout first, it works. So, and that's some funny layouts too. This is my dog. Every time we leave, that's my dog. He will stay like that for 12 hours. So I don't leave. I don't have the heart. I don't have the heart to leave. City scenes, and that's an island scene. And oh, here's the good one. For instance, when you do a skyline, how are you going to do a skyline? You're going to just one building tall, one not tall, one kind of tall. One you can do that, but the eye won't find that pleasing. So you use a guideline to keep rhythm, and you approximate that with a skyline, and that helps. Well, I could go on forever, but if I do go on forever, then I'll miss lunch, and so will you. So anyway, I hope you'll pick up your copy. It's available everywhere, online and in physical stores. You Can Draw Anything, 50 plus essential art techniques for the aspiring artist. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Watching this, I enjoyed our session together. Bye-bye.